Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Business Talks. I am your host, Chawanne Burns. In today's episode, we have a lot to discuss today because I want to get to talk about, an update on Sean Diddy Combs. We also going to talk about Sam Bankman-Fried. He was sentenced today. This is the guy who stole billions of dollars from Americans, working Americans, just like me and you, that invested in this FTX, this crypto platform, where they took off billions of dollars of your money. Okay, so he was sentenced today, so we'll be discussing that. Also, we will also talk about Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree, we can no longer call Dollar Tree Dollar Tree. I guess we got to call them $7 Tree, $5 Tree, but they're going up in their prices significantly. They'll still have some stuff that's a dollar, but it's a whole bunch of items they're scheduling to increase their price in the near future. So that's what we'll discuss all today on another episode of Business Talks.
Something like this. Looks a little bit like I can't miss. Hey, this is what you call a bad. What? This is what you call a bad. Looks a little something like this. Looks a little bit like I can't miss. Hey, this is what you call a bad. What? This is what you call a bad.
You guys put in the chat, let me know where you're viewing from. Put in the chat, let me know where you're viewing from. Okay, let me see who we got in the building. John, hey, from Dallas. Thanks for tuning in. We also have Noble Young is in the building. WREM 970. Morning to you. Talana Nieves. Sounds Latin or Hispanic. Anyway, blessing from Mount Morris, New York. Okay, you guys, let's get into it. The first story I do want to talk about, we could talk about, is Sam Bankman-Fried. Let me just share this article with you. Now, Sam, he was on his way to court this morning, and they showed a picture of him flying on his private jet. Okay, he was coming into court. He flew in on his private jet. Okay, something that we don't have privy on. We don't have the privilege of a private jet. Me and you, just normal everyday citizens, we don't have the luxury and the privilege and the honor to fly on a private jet. Matter of fact, none of us probably ever been on a private jet before. But Sam Bankman-Fried, that's how he flew into court this morning. That was his means of transportation. Of course, he probably had to have some type of taxi from the airstrip to the federal court today. So I just want to give you a backstory or overview. If you guys, just to refresh your memory, if you don't remember Sam Bankman-Fried, he was the guy that stole 13 billion. It says Sam Bankman-Fried directed that money from his Alameda Research Hedge Fund be used to political donation after he learned the fund owed 13 billion to customers of his FTX cryptocurrency exchange. So after he knew that he owed billions of dollars to American people, he decided, let me just try to buy my way out of jail. So he started funding or donating to politicians. And it says over a course of, I guess, a year, he donated about $100 million. This Nishad Singh, the third former member of Bankman-Fried's inner circle, testified against him at his fraud trial. Said he learned about shortfalls in September 2022 and confronted Bankman-Fried in an hour-long conversation on the balcony of the $35 million Bahamas penthouse they shared. And Bankman-Fried assured him he will raise more funds and cut costs. But in the meantime, Singh said he continued to receive transfers from Alameda and allow Bankman-Fried associates to use the money to donate to U.S. Democratic candidates and causes in what he called a straw donor scheme. There was an enormous hole, said Singh, the FTX former engineering chief, Alameda sending me money to spend necessarily deepen the hole. Okay, and it says prosecutors claims that Bankman-Fried looted billions of dollars into customer funds of customer funds to prop up Alameda, buy real estate, and donate more than $100 million to political campaign. Now, if you guys remember, way back, when we were talking about this, I have to pull up the videos of my old stream, but way back we discovered that Sam Bankman-Fried, he donated to majority Democrat politicians, but there were some Republican politicians that he donated to, and millions of dollars that he donated to these politicians, probably hoping that one day he could call them and say, hey, do me a solid, I'm facing jail time. And coming to find out, on this particular, because they tried to get him for campaign fraud, I think that's what one of the charges were, and they end up dropping that campaign fraud charge. So they dropped that charge, and I think he was facing a lot of prison time for that, or some penalties for that. But they end up dropping that. And it says prosecutors showed a spreadsheet from March of 2023 detailing a 1.1 billion in FTX endorsement deals. So remember, I showed you guys some famous people that was on this endorsement deals. I believe it was Kim Kardashian was one of them. What's the quarterback name? They called him Deflategate. You know who I'm talking about. He used to play for the Patriots. That guy. And there was, some other people. I'm not for sure if I'm drawing a blank, you guys. The boxer. See, you guys help me out here. The boxer. 50 Cent is always teasing him because 50 Cent is saying he can't read. The boxer, but he has his own little line, or own little and I don't want to call it little, I hate saying that. He has athletes under him, or boxers under him, but they said he was part of that scheme too, and not knowingly. You know what? And it's right in front of my face. Tom Brady, Gisele Bundchen, basketball star Steph Curry, and comedian Larry David. And these are some of the names that they put on there. Katy Perry was on there, actor Orlando Bloom, Michael Kievs, I believe, a former aide to Hillary Clinton. Okay, so they were, paying people to tweet about them, or I just use FTX for all my crypto exchange or my crypto trading. And of course, people started using FTX. Matter of fact, they hosted, they had some of their branding on some of these big NFL fields. And Sam Bankman-Fried, he's like 32 years old. So he put this whole scheme together. Now this was back about a year ago. They caught him. And when the banks start going pretty crazy, a couple of banks failed. Well, we had a couple of crypto platforms that failed. That's when everything was kind of going haywire back in 2022. and people were thinking like, oh, we're heading to a recession. Now, today, he was due in court because, of course, they found him guilty. They wanted to sentence him. And this guy was sentenced to 25 years. They gave him 25 years in prison. And he has to pay 11 billion back. Okay, so FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried sentenced to 25 years for crypto fraud and pay 11 billion in forfeiture. Okay, so the sentence to Manhattan federal court was significantly less than the 40 to 50 years in prison the federal prosecutor wanted for Bankman-Fried. Bankman-Fried said he made a selfish decision that will hunt him every day. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's pretty selfish because you decided to give your this money away. Um, you I'm pretty sure wire fraud was part of that deal because you pulled that money out from these accounts, and it wasn't really your money to pull out. You're supposed to make money off the transaction, not take steal people's money. And you decided to donate to politicians of all the people. You didn't say, "Oh, I'm going to give to the poor or give to the people that's in need or build wells in Ghana." Like, come on now. Or build schools in some country that needs schools and water or whatever. You didn't decide to do that. You decided to pad people's palms, politicians, so you in turn may get a free out of jail card. And you didn't. You didn't succeed. And it says there is a risk that this man will be in a position um where did it there is a risk that this man will be in a position to do something very bad in the future, Judge Lewis Kaplan said before sentencing the 32-year-old and ordering him to pay $11 billion. Okay. And it's not a trivial risk at all. The judge said that in his 30 years of federal bench, he had never seen a performance like Bankman-Fried testimony. If Bankman-Fried was not outright lying during cross-examination by prosecutors, he was evasive. And so the purpose of disabling him to the extent that can appropriately be done for a significant period of time. Before he was sentenced, Bankman-Fried spoke contritely about his conduct, even as he suggested that the billions of dollars prosecutors have said customers' loss was the result of a liquidity crisis or mismanagement and not due to fraud. No, because you decided to donate 100. Now, if you saying that the $100 million wasn't donated to these people and and where is it called? And all these politicians, then I could believe you. But you donated $100 million to politicians. If you said, "Oh no, I kept this money. I didn't buy all this luxury items. I didn't buy a plane. I didn't buy this $35 million estate in the Bahamas or wherever you're at." And then I think he had another $100 million estate somewhere else. Then I would be able to believe you. But since you decided to say, "Hey, I'm going to buy all these frivolous things and buy all these frivolous things," and you know I don't know why the screen is frozen, you guys. Can you still hear me? Uh, you might want to refresh your screen. But if you decided that you would be able, that you was going to be able to, Okay, so if you decided that you were going to be able to pay for all these things, you basically said, "Hey, I I I don't care about these people that donated on my platform, not even donated. I don't care about people who put their money in on my platform. Um, and it's not mismanagement. It's just I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about little people. I have your money and I'm going to take it and run it." That's what you did. I'm going to take it from you and I'm going to run with your money and invest and act like I'm a big baller, boss. And you are a big baller. If you would have just managed the money properly, you would have been fine. But no, you didn't want to manage the money properly. And maybe you wouldn't have been fine. Maybe it would have went down legitimately. But still, you still would have been held responsible for all those people that invested in your platform. Anyway, so Bankman-Fried, he lied. They're saying that he wasn't being truthful on the stand. It says they built something really beautiful and threw it all away. He said of his coworkers at FTX in a company once valued at 32 billion, "It haunts me every day. A lot of people feel really let down, and they were very let down. And I'm sorry about that. And I'm sorry about what happened at every stage. It's been excruciating to watch this all unfold," he told Kaplan. "Customers don't deserve this level of pain. And I was the CEO of FTX and I was responsible." And it says, but even he took some responsibility. Bankman-Fried suggests that customers eventually will get their money back they place with his exchange and blame the federal bankruptcy court for not making those customers whole yet. Mm, no, you can't blame the federal bank making those customers whole. It says Manhattan U.S. Attorney Damian Williams is in a statement after sentencing said Samuel Bankman-Fried orchestrated one of the largest financial frauds in history, stealing over $8 billion of his customers' money. His deliberate and ongoing lies demonstrated the brazen disregard for his customers, expectation and disrespect for the rule of law. Also, that he could secretly use his customer money to expand his own power and influence. And that's basically what he was trying to do. So, and his parents were there, Barbara Fried and Alan Josman Bankman. Fried arrived at the court, and Sam Bankman-Fried returns to court for sentencing, blah, blah, blah. He said before he sentenced SBF, and Kaplan said he rejected the entirety of defendant's argument that there was no loss. Misleading, logically flawed, and speculative. The jury, November, convicted Bankman-Fried 7 counts, hold him responsible for roughly 10 billion of customers' deposits that went missing. So $10 billion. It took the jurors, so this was a juror decision. It took them 3 hours to deliberate. 3 hours. And it involved about 20 witnesses. Okay. So Sam Bankman-Fried, he will be going to jail for 25 years. The parent of FTX victim who lost 130,000 asked judge to go easy on SBF, suggests 6 years in prison. Is that your friend? And SBF asked, this is him going, he's on his way to court sitting on his jet, I guess. I'm surprised they didn't confiscate it. So they were trying to get 5 to 6 years in prison. You stole $10 billion from people and you only trying to get five years in prison. The nerve of you. Okay. So that's it. Now let's talk, you guys put in the chat, let me know what you think about that whole situation. Hopefully my screen is unfrozen. It was frozen on my end. I was looking at it, but I see it's up now. So hopefully you guys could hear me and see me fine. Okay. John Luna, thank you for watching from Louisiana. Yeah, he only got 25 years. That's all he got. That's all he got is 25 years, which is crazy. So we're going to talk about Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is no longer Dollar Tree. Okay. Dollar Tree is no longer Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is $7 Tree. And I didn't know this, you guys. I didn't know Family Dollar is a sister company. I didn't know they joined forces. Family Dollar and Dollar Tree is they're sister companies. I didn't know that. So let me just pull this up. Now it's saying Dollar Tree is to increase max price in stores to $7. What the hell? $7? They done lost their mind. They're talking about increasing the prices to $7, which doesn't make any sense. It's totally ridiculous. $7. Now I shop at Dollar Tree because I like going there. If I got a cookout, we do this big cookout every year on the 4th, and I like going there to get the pans, the aluminum pans, only $1. Actually they're $1.25. It's not $1 no more. It's $1.25, but still it's affordable because if you go to, GFS is more than $1. So I like going there because I save some money. Sometimes I go there to buy stocking stuffers for the kids. They always have like puzzles and stuff for the kids. If you like crossword puzzles, little knickknacks, things like if you like bringing, if your kids have a birthday and you like to pass out treats for your kid's birthday, go to Dollar Tree. Because you could find stuff for $1.25, no longer $1, but $1.25, but it still is affordable. Okay. But now I don't think it's going to be affordable no more because the discount retail giant Dollar Tree said it will raise the prices in its stores to $7 in its fourth quarter earnings calling earlier this month. This year, across 3,000 stores, we expect to expand our multiple price assortment by over 300 items at price points ranging from $1.50 to $7. So now Dollar Tree is $1.50 store to $7 because it was $1.25. It's getting a little bit ridiculous now. They're getting a little bit ridiculous. And it says a $5 cap was set in June, according to the Yahoo Finance. In 2021, the company raised the base price items to $1.25. And the higher costs will include food, pet, personal care items, though not all items will be priced at $7 or capped at $7. And it says over time, you will see us fully integrated multi-price merchandise more into our stores so our shoppers will find $5 bag of dog food next to our traditional $1.25 pet treats and toys. And our $3 bags of candy will be found in a candy aisle. What's the point of going to Dollar Tree? I could find a $3 bag of candy at Target. I guess it all depends on what type of candy you like, but what is the point? It says Dollar Tree sees traffic from higher income consumers because they're coming out here. They can't be in the hood because they can't afford it in the hood. They coming out here, and I'm saying out here because I live in a higher income area. So, and we got a Dollar Tree just about a mile up the road. And matter of fact, if you go 2 miles down the road, there's another Dollar Tree, and then there's another one, and about 3 miles or 90. I don't even think it's 3 miles. It's probably about a mile and a half away from here. So it's like three Dollar Trees in a 3 mile radius. So of course, the higher end people could afford $1.25. We think we're just bargain shopping at this point. So, but if you're saying I got to pay $7 for a bag of dog food, I don't know how much dog food costs these days. If it's the same price as Target, maybe I'll just stop at Target rather than Dollar Tree, because if it's not brand name, maybe I want a brand name item. Now, if it is brand name, maybe it's a bargain. Okay. It says the fastest growing demographic is north of $125 a year in income. It's not like the Northwest is strong and the West is weak. The boat is lifting pretty even all the way up. I don't know who wrote that. I guess they're making some type of analogy, but that was a stupid analogy. And it says in the market that the track's retail measured 4% average increase dollar store visits by consumers making more than $100,000. Of course, we the people that can afford it. If you making over $100,000 a year and you put a Dollar Tree, you like, oh my God, Dollar Tree, this the best thing. Because when you're in a affluent neighborhood, they got all these other stores that shit is high as hell. So you're thinking like, oh, Dollar Tree. Oh my God, I love it. Like I said, I love going to Dollar Tree because, you can't find the same prices at Target. Even at Walmart, it's cheaper than Walmart. But if you're going to go up on your prices, maybe I need to shop at Walmart. Now, in other news, they're closing Family Dollars. So the sister company is and now Family Dollars is mostly in the hood. Family Dollars, you don't see a lot of Family Dollars out here. There's one, let me correct myself. There's one Family Dollar where I live at, but it's several miles away from me. It's like what kind of more, I guess it's still not a bad neighborhood, but the average income it goes down significantly in that area. Now it's still above average, but it goes down in that area. And there's a Family Dollar over there, and it's just one. Okay, but it says the company will close approximately 600 locations under the Family Dollar brand this year. In the earnings call, the company also announced that the closure will approximately close 400 Family Dollar and Dollar Tree locations over the coming year. So you saw this picture where they have Dollar Tree and Family Dollar. So maybe they have a lot of those locations that's out there. Well, it's 400. So, and it says local outlets have reported the closing of the Family Dollar locations: New Jersey, Florida, Illinois, Virginia, Ohio, Alabama, North Carolina, Missouri, Kansas, South Carolina, and West Virginia. And they're noting that they're doing 50% discount. Hey, if you're in Missouri, they reduced the price up to 90%. That's okay. That's the deal. I don't see no Michigan in here, so I don't care. I don't care. If it was, maybe I'll go shopping. But in Ohio, if you're in Ohio, they're leaving many items 50% off. You guys go get your savings. Go get your savings. But they are closing. Now, they didn't, in this article, they didn't put how many jobs that they will lose. Dollar Tree opened 641 stores in the previous financial year, including 219 locations in its fourth quarter, which ended in February. And Dollar Tree operates more than 6,774 stores across the 48 states and 5 Canadian provinces as of February the 3rd. Um, it looks like they're sparking some type of is this okay? No, this is something else. And like as far as their stock dropped significantly, about $20. Their stock dropped $20 once they announced that closure. $20 is right now. It was trading on at 149. Now it's trading at $125 a share. So that's Dollar Tree. Okay. You guys put in a comment or put it in the chat. Let me know what you think about Dollar Tree. Also about Sam Bankman-Fried. Do you think justice was served with Sam Bankman? I mean, he got 25 years. How are you going to pay $11 billion in jail, behind jail? I don't know how they're going to get their money back. I guess they just gotta whatever. C low. FTX will be okay once Buddy is in jail. A new CEO that Alice will be taking over. Okay. I don't. It's so FTX is still operating. I thought they. It's a John Ray. John J. Ray is the CEO right now. Let me just share this with you. FTX, John Ray is the CEO, and their revenue is $1.02 or a little under or little over $1 billion in revenue in 2021. And it's saying that he's going to appeal this 25-year sentence. That's not going to do him any good. He better stop before they give him more. Oh yeah, we didn't give you enough. You appeal it, but we want to tack on 10 more years. So they're saying he's appealing that. Let me just go to some of the other your chats. Okay, DJ Kernard the DJ, the damn thrift stores are jacking up the prices too. Yep. They're jacking up the prices. What about Illinois? Are we going to get a discount? No, I'm sorry, buddy. You know what? I think they already closed. Chicago's Dollar Tree's down. I think you guys have Family Dollars out there. But no, you were not on the list. Sorry, buddy. Yes. Dollar Tree, Illinois. Nothing from Illinois. Oh, you know what? Peoria. But they didn't say. It says 2 Family Dollar stores in city will permanently close. That's all they got. They didn't say if they giving any discounts over there. New York only had a 10 million bond on Madoff. And how much Madoff get away with from stealing companies? I'm just looking it up. Jeez. Madoff stole $64 billion. I thought he was in 100 million, but $64 billion of securities fraud. They were able to recover $158 million. That's what the Justice Department announced in its distribution over $159 million. So you know, nearly 25,000 victims of Madoff Ponzi scheme. So it seems like, and I think he did a lot of years, but his bond was only $10 million. That's crazy. And they gave Donald Trump no victims in his scheme, allegedly. That's what they call it, alleged scheme. No victims in Donald Trump's scheme or crime. I got to use these words, crime. And they gave him a bond. Well, they tried to 456 million. Then they reduced it, like they was doing him a favor of 175 million. If that's not ridiculous, I don't know what is. This is it was egregious. Even the bond that they appealed, that's an egregious bond. If you really think about it, egregious. Madoff was sentenced to 150 years in prison. Just in case y'all wanted that information, they gave him a lot. 150 years in prison, and which I think, isn't Madoff dead? He ended up dying in prison. Okay. Talana is saying $2 family dollars, one Dollar Tree in Village of Mount Morris, New York, population less than 5,000 and no grocery stores. I guess that's your grocery store, Dollar Tree. And sometimes you better check those expiration dates on Dollar Tree, buying food from Dollar Tree too, because some of that stuff be expired. Jerry Thompson says, all those years looking at Trump when the crimes against children was going on. Exactly. Okay, so we're going to get to our main story, and we're talking about Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy, ooh, this story keeps on getting crazier and crazier. Now, it was just released yesterday. It was just released yesterday that hundreds of hidden cameras discovered in Diddy's homes. This lawsuit, remember we talked about the different lawsuits that came against Diddy. Now this individual, he's a producer, Little Rodney is his name. He put this in his lawsuits, and it's crazy, you guys. This is crazy. A lawsuit filed against Sean Diddy Combs said the music mogul has hundreds of cameras in his home in LA, New York City, and Miami. Rodney is suing Combs over several complaints, including allegations of sexual misconduct, forced drug use, and grooming. Jones and record producer is asking for $30 million in damages. In the court filing said he worked with Combs between September of 2022 and September the 23rd to produce the rapper's most recent release, the Love album, Off the Grid. And it says in the filing, the hip hop star stashed hidden cameras in his mansion in Homely Hills, Los Angeles, and his compound on Star Island. That's when the properties was raided by Homeland Security because they suspected, drugs and sex trafficking and all that stuff. So they were investigating for this sex trafficking in New York, and it's an ongoing investigation. And it says, while leaving and traveling with Mr. Combs, Jones discovered that Mr. Combs had hidden cameras in every room of his, this is what he stated in the filing. It says alleged Combs operated a sex trafficking venture with his chief of staff, Christina Coram, and his 30-year-old son, Justin Dior Combs. So he had a side chick. You always have to have a woman, right? If you're operating this type of thing, you need a woman to bring in, your victims. Correct? You can't just say, "Oh, hey baby, what's up?" because that might you might not garner the trust for these young people. So you have to have a woman, because a woman is more nurturing. um, People tend to trust women more than a man. Even if you have male victims, they tend to trust a woman more than a man. Okay. So it's easy to get someone to coerce them to do stuff or get in a car or get in a vehicle or take some type of drug saying, "Oh, yeah, we just partying. P. Diddy sent me and I'm here to take care of you. Huh? You're nervous. Take this. Just relax. Take this pill." And this is how they end up getting their victims, by having a woman. So this Christina and his 30-year-old son. Jones also said the rap icon regularly partied with sex workers and underage girls. This is in his claim. This is in the court documents. That's what he's saying. Jones also said that the rap icon regularly partied with underage girls, okay, and required them to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Well, the non-disclosure agreement is null and void if the party or the person that we're talking about is under 18. Now, I'm not a lawyer, okay? You can't call me Esquire, Chawanne Esquire, but I mean, this is just common sense. How are you going to tell a child that you are binded to this legal agreement or this non-disclosure agreement and you're under 18? It's not legally binded. So I could tell if I'm under 18 when I sign that disclosure, I could just, hey, yeah, this happened to me. Okay, so they were forced to sign this non-disclosure agreement, and that the attendees were being drugged and trafficked. And Jones accused, excuse my language, Jones, my throat. Matter of fact, let me drink some water. Let me drink some water. Today is one of those days that I'm talking a lot. Okay. So Jones accused Combs of using threat, force, fraud, and coercion to usher minors into commercial sex acts. Pressuring Jones to hire prostitutes for him in Miami, where sex work is illegal. And the producer also said Combs set him up to be assaulted. The producer also said Combs set him up to be assaulted by Cuba Gooding Jr. and accused the actor of touching, groping, and fondling him on a yacht rented by Combs. This is some disgusting shit. Mr. Combs had dominion and control over the actions of Cuba Gooding Jr. and failed to step in and stop Cuba Gooding Jr. from sexually assaulting Mr. Jones, the court document said. Combs had been hit with multiple. Now, let me just go. After I read this, I want to look into to see who this Rodney guy is. Is he a kid, or was he a kid at the time? How old was he? Combs has been hit with multiple sex assault lawsuits in the recent months. And of course, it talks about the allegations in the lawsuit that his ex filed against him. That's Cassie. In December, another woman accused Combs of applying her with alcohol and drugs at the New York studio when she was 17 before the rapper and two of his associates sexually assaulted her. Remember, we talked about that yesterday. Hollis said his reckless name dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen in nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. No, because you have other people, whoever Holly is, we have other people that's coming forward. Holly. Now, this is let's look to see who is this little Rodney. That's Hitman Little Rod. This is him. Okay, so I mean, it doesn't say. Of course, it's not. He's not going to tell his name. Oh, I'm 25. He looks pretty old though. Let's. And why? I'm wondering. I'm wondering. And you guys let me know if I'm going in the wrong direction. I'm wondering um if he is suing Cuba Gooding Jr. as well, not just Little Rod. I mean, not just Sean Diddy Combs. You think he will? And I think I think they were saying he named. Well, of course, he named him in a lawsuit. But are you suing him too? Because he's still out there acting at these bootleg Tubu film. And I actually really like his acting. Cuba Gooding Jr. I actually liked his acting. It's not saying how old he is. They said he's from Ethiopia, though. Oh, so he's 38. Hmm. Okay, so if you were drugged, I could see this happening. But if you wasn't drugged, you kind of too old, dog. Do you agree? Put it in the chat. And I'm not taking Sean Diddy Combs' side, but if you were forcibly drugged, like unknowingly drugged, I could see that. I could see this happening to you. But if you wasn't, if you partake in some things and you just haven't regret buyer's remorse. Not a buyer's remorse. The only reason why I'm saying that is because of his age. Now I could see if he was like 20, 21, you know, I could see that. But now you having buyer's remorse. Man, I shouldn't have never let him play with my balls. Now I gotta sue you for $30 million because you having buyer's remorse. You guys put it in chat. Let me know what you think. You having buyer's remorse because you let somebody play fondle you. Anyway, um, you said wasn't Cuba getting Junior in the was the main ingredient? Yeah, yeah. Cuba getting Junior was the main ingredient. I want to close some of my screens up so you guys. Um, maybe I have too many screens opened. That's probably why it's freezing up. I don't know. Or maybe it's the internet service. It could be a number of things. But let me see if this does the job. Anyway, so he's saying Cuba Gooding Jr. fondled him and sexually assaulted him. Okay. So we're going with that. Now, and he's 38 years old. You guys put it in the chat. Let me know what you think. 38-year-old man. This happened 2 years ago. Do you think would this ever happen if this person was not drugged? I don't think so. If he he said he was forcibly made to take these drugs, or was he forcibly, meaning, hey, they slipped me a Mickey and I didn't know about it, or they was like, oh, dude, you better take these drugs or I'm gonna make sure this goes out on the internet, because he had cameras in all his rooms. He was being blackmailed. We don't know. So I guess the court case, when they get into court, maybe that will be revealed. Okay, so now this picture is his chief of staff. This is the lady who, I guess, put everything together, garnered the trust of these young people, and said, hey, yeah, come to meet with Diddy's house. It's fun. Just take these drugs so you could relax. And we're going to have, 10 days of fun, I guess. It says music producer Combs is facing several lawsuits accusing him of sexual assault and trafficking. Okay, and then it was about Little Rod, of course. And it says in the lawsuit, Combs' chief of staff, Christina Quorum, is compared to British socialite Ghislaine Maxwell. I never knew how to Ghislaine. That's the lady who was the right-hand man for the other pedophile, Jeffrey Epstein. And so she was convicted and she's serving 20 years. So is she going to face the same demise? We don't know. And it says, according to the complaint, Quorum required all Combs employees, including domestic staff, to walk around with a fanny pack or pouch containing narcotics so that the rapper could partake of his drugs of choice. What the hell? I gotta walk around with drugs on me? Like, what kind of stuff? How much people, I just think, and maybe I'm just old school. Maybe I'm just old school. And I guess it all depends because I came from nothing. Now, when you say, okay, I have to walk around in this house with a pack of drugs on me. Do I have to participate in the drugs? Or I'm just like walking around in case he passed me, he's like, oh, give me such and such. Let me get an 8-ball. Sure. Let me get an 8-ball. And you're like, oh, I don't have an 8-ball. You fired. Well, I don't have an 8-ball and I don't even know. What if you don't know the drugs? What if you don't know? Oh, let me get some ecstasy. I don't know what the drug looks like. So do you have to go to this training course to get to know what type of drugs to give him? And what if you give him the wrong drug? Like he asked for speed and you gave him something else. I'm not for sure. It's I'm not for sure, you guys. He asked for a line of coke and you gave him a line of fentanyl. Like, what? I don't know. I don't know. So this is all questionable. Um, who is Christina Quorum? According to her, since deleted LinkedIn profile, Quorum joined Combs Bad Boy Entertainment as senior executive liaison. She's been with him a while, so she knows all the secrets. Since July 2013, she went on to become Combs' day-to-day manager, as well as taking the role of director of the office of chairman of Comb Enterprises. She was appointed Combs chief of staff in November of 2020, holding a bachelor's degree in business and French from North Carolina State University. She's also worked at Burberry, Paramount Pictures, AOL, Gen Art in the past, according to her profile. And this is her. This was about 3 years ago. She's smiling. She's been his right-hand man for 8 years. And she's chief of staff of Comb Enterprise. Christina, aka KK, keeps everything in my life and my business running. She's been my right-hand man for the last 8 years and has consistently proven to execute and get us done. I don't know how I'll function without her. Okay, so he just incriminated you, KK. That's what he just did. He incriminated KK. KK can't deny it now because KK, Diddy said, KK is my right hand man. We got a question. Steven says, sorry, but sex acts don't have nothing to do with politics right now. I'm afraid not. Well, you know what? I got, we about to look to see the list of people that's named in P. Diddy, that's on some of these tapes. So KK can't deny she had nothing to do with it. Happy birthday to my ace boon coon, my right-hand man, my day-to-day manager that keeps my world twirling, and she always got my back. He captured a photo that showed them posing together. She makes sure I smile every day and I don't go into those dark places. Today is your day. It's your MF and birthday. Go KK. It's your birthday. Love you. At Christina Quorum. Those posts appears to have since been deleted from Combs' Instagram grid. Quorum also appears to have deleted or renamed her Instagram account. Quorum saying, I don't want to go down. Even though I help you get these little kids and help you make sure you had an endless supply of drugs, I don't want to go down for this. I was just trying to keep you out of these dark places in these dark alleys so you won't be in the street looking for some nah or some booty. And I use the word booty loosely because we know Sean Diddy Combs like to do the diddly with the diddly D with the booty. You guys might not think I'm funny, but I'm cracking myself up right now. But anyway, this is real disgusting. Anyway, so let me just get to this one story I wanted to share with you guys. So KK trying to distance herself. She hid all her Instagram. Is one thing I want to share with you about this story. Where is this story yet? Okay. Let me just go forward. So, full list of celebrities named in Diddy's court filing. Now, this list is going to blow you away. This list is going to blow you away. And I'll be there. The church is in the building. Now, we already know TD Jakes. They said TD Jakes was at some of these parties. Okay. Rodney Jones got all the tea. He named everybody that he ever seen. And he only worked with Diddy for what? Less than a year. Okay, so he's naming all the names, he's dropping all the bombs. Okay. Stephen Aaron Jordan, a music producer, a television personality. A redacted name of a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. I wonder who that is. I wonder who that is. Oh, remember, what's the comedian's name? He called out Meek Mills for not. Meek Mills was trying to act like he wasn't gay, and he was like, Meek Mills started like, "Oh, if I'm gay, I would do it with so and so and blah blah blah." While the girl is on her menstrual cycle, and he was like, "No, no gay doing that." And oh boy, dang, what is brain fart? The comedian was like, "Okay, you're saying this, but only a gay guy would think this is gross." It's like you're saying, which further proves that you kind of sus. But anyway, there's nothing wrong with being gay. It's just how people are like, "Oh my God, he's acting gay." Anyway, a Grammy Award-winning R&B singer who had trouble with the law enforcement after assaulting Bahan billionaire, whose name was also redacted. Okay, I could just Google this. This is so crazy. I could just Google this and the name would come up. Let me just. Tony M. Centennial. The name came right up. Tony M. Centennial. Okay, so you gave all this description and you redacted it. That's really, really odd. So you wanted to name the people, but why redact them? Okay, if you give that long description. Young Miami, who was not labeled as a celebrity in the filing. Now, whoever this is Newsweek. Newsweek is like right now you're being petty. Newsweek is being petty. Young Miami, who was not labeled as a celebrity in the filing. Okay. Prince Harry. Now, I saw this article on Daily Mail. Prince Harry was named in this filing. Bishop T.D. Jakes, Cassie. Okay. Georgia Mass Choir. What? Georgia Mass Choir. That's like the church. The choir of the church. Donald Lawrence. Okay. Now, Donald Lawrence, I don't know if you guys remember years ago, they were, I don't know if he came out and he said he was struggling with his sexuality. Or maybe people were saying he was gay. But he has it's been some claims that they he had a relationship with a guy. This was years ago. Years ago. Let's see. The Clark sisters. The Clark sisters. Smokey Norfolk. Y'all remember Smokey Norfolk? He said, I need you now. That was his famous song. These are the people at his parties. Fahim Muhammad. I don't know who this is. Who's Fahim Muhammad? Is he a um he works for Comb Enterprise. It says he's the head of security. Well, he's not a celebrity. Nobody knows him. DeForest Taylor. Who's that? He's an actor. He's an actor. And Jose Cruz. This is no, it can't be that one. This one's kind of old. He like 70. This Jose Cruz. Jose, if this is the same guy, this guy is he's a baseball player. If that's the same guy. I'm not for sure. It says among the benefits enjoyed by music industry's parties, Jones' lawyers claimed was affiliation and access to Mr. Combs' popularity. In a court filing seen by Newsweek, it is alleged that through this popularity, Combs associated gains access to celebrities such as famous athletes, political figures, artists, musicians, international dignitaries like British Royal Prince Harry. Jake is not accused of anything in the lawsuit. According to the court documents, Jones claims that Combs planned to leverage his relationship with Bishop T.D. Jakes to soften the impact on his public image of Cassie Ventura's lawsuit. The named celebrities have not been charged. Okay, and it says in the court filings after federal authorities on Monday raided homes reportedly owned by Combs in Los Angeles and Miami, Florida. Investigators from Homeland Securities executed the search warrant. And in response, Tyrone Blackburn, attorney representing Rodney Little Rod Jones, gave a statement saying, about damn time, sometimes justice is delayed, it's not justice denied, so long as justice ultimately arrives. In recent months, Combs has been hit with several legal battles with lawsuits and blah blah blah. We already know that. He's been hit with several battles. Okay. Yesterday I didn't show you guys the statement that his lawyer came out with. His lawyer was mad, or actually probably Puff Daddy was mad, that he was raided, and the way that they left his house and maybe in disarray. They didn't feel like they treated his house with respect, but that's what they do. When they feel like you are hiding something, they just come in. Cannon and Chase, call your dad. When they feel like you're hiding something, they just gonna come in and start tearing shit up. That's what they do. So his lawyer came out with a statement. Let me see if I could find it. I think I Snapchatted, or not Snapchatted, but because I didn't know if they was gonna take it down. Hold on, you guys. Babe, the kids are calling you. I'm online. I'm online. No, they calling you, so answer the phone. I told them. All right, bye. Um, okay, my bad. Let me just see if I could find this screenshot, because I know I took a screenshot of it yesterday. And okay, I think this is it. Okay. Hopefully you guys could see this. Let me just share. Okay, so statement on behalf Sean Combs. Yesterday, there was a gross overuse of military level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibit by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated. Mr. Combs was never detained but spoke to and corroborated with authorities. Despite media speculation, neither Mr. Combs nor any of his family members have been arrested, nor has their ability to travel been restricted in any way. This unprecedented ambush, paired with an advanced coordinated media presence, leads to a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusation made in civil lawsuits. There has been no finding of criminal or civil liability, and with any of these allegations, Mr. Combs is innocent and will continue to fight every single day to clear his name. Aaron Dwyer, Diddy's attorney. Stephen, you are correct. His kids are adults. These are adult kids, and they're saying that his kids had something to do with it. Well, at least the 30-year-old kid. He's 30-year-old kid. This is what people do. Oh, this is all. I just wanted to protect my son. There's nothing wrong with protecting your son. I can't just say I won't protect my son when he turns 30, but it all depends. If he's running girls from Tijuana, like, okay, son, that's what you wanted to be, a pimp. So I gotta let the law have its way with you. You said you want to run girls. So I believe this is maybe a good statement to come out with. I am his lawyer. He's never been filed or charged with any criminal things. He's never been convicted of any criminal things. So they're just under investigation. But if you're settling lawsuits, that means you look pretty guilty if you're settling, you know. Now, Little Rod, I'm kind of on the fence about Little Rod, because Little Rod, you 38, you 38 years old. That's why I go back to it. Little Rod having buyer's remorse. You like, maybe you wanted more songs and you let somebody fiddle your fiddle and diddle your diddle, and you didn't get your money's worth or whatever you did. You didn't feel like you got a fair exchange in the deal. So I'm just on the fence about Little Rod, unless he was drugged unknowingly. Unless someone they said forcibly, oh, he held something to my head and said, snort that, drink that, blah, blah, blah. and you unknowingly or forcibly, because he used the word forcibly, so that means you you had no other choice because you was afraid. That's the only way I would believe Little Rod. If he was forcibly or unknowingly drugged and they did these things to him, and he had no way to tell people, or he wasn't able to say, hey, you're not supposed to do that, or stop doing that. He didn't have any functions of his body. Okay. um Green Line said the power trip, he prob it was the power trip was probably the force. I'm see, I got to push back on you, Green Line, because I know plenty of 38-year-old men, and there, if I mean men, and if they ain't with something, you gonna have to forcefully, like I have a weapon, or I don't beat you down. That's forcibly to me when I'm talking about a man. Oh, I have a weapon to you, or something, or they slip me a Mickey and these things happen. I don't, this is only my personal opinion. This is, I mean, I know I got a lot of men followers. You guys put in the chat, for what does forcibly mean to you? And you're 38. You're 38. You're not easily coerced by, oh, I'm gonna get you a contract. Yeah, I'm 38. You know, I've been waiting for all this life, all my life to maybe get this deal. But hey, I ain't gonna walk out with my booty hole blown out, unless you want it bad enough. And that's why I said, okay, I want this bad enough. I have buyer's remorse. And I'm saying buyers, he didn't exchange um money. He exchanged fame for his booty hole. This is same. I was saying this yesterday. This is I feel this the same way for women. Me too. I wanted this part. And the guy said, maybe it was what's the guy who got caught, you know, pushing himself on people, the ugly guy. He's, the movie producer. And he said, oh, I want to sleep with you. And I'm pretty and I think you'll be the right woman for the role. I will have to make a decision. Okay, I can get in this part, sleep with this guy, and get in this part, and then I will be a famous actress and my career was to take off. Or I could not sleep with this guy and won't get this part. I don't know if I'm the right person for the job, but he's given me an option. You're definitely will get this part if you sleep with me. And you're like, okay, I'll sleep with you. Then years later, you're mad because you end up sleeping with him. you mad. You end up being famous because you slept with him. Now you mad as hell. Like, I knew I had the stuff, but I wasn't sure that I had the stuff. This is only my own personal opinion. You guys put in the chat. Let me know what you think. Put in the chat. So he got where was I going with this? We talked about booty holes and stuff for the longest. I just think he had the buyer's remorse, really. Now, if we go back to what we was talking about, 50 Cent. 50 Cent is ready to pay top dollar for alleged Diddy tapes. Now, 50 Cent been trolling this whole thing. 50 Cent loves to troll, and it's been quite hilarious. But 50 Cent been trolling this whole scenario. He's been consistently coming out trolling people. And he's been saying Hey, where's Jay-Z? Jay-Z's next. You guys, let me show you. He put Jay-Z on the milk carton. He's put 50 Cent put Jay-Z on the milk carton like he was missing. Like, so don't know if Jay-Z has anything to do with it, but they said Jay-Z he likes young girls. Now, underage girls, I'm not for sure, but he likes young girls. Are they underage? We don't know. But he hasn't been named on anything. But according to 50 Cent, what did I say? I just typed in on my Instagram. On my Instagram, it's coming up on my feed. 50 Cent came out with a new document showed that Diddy allegedly used videos of Stevie J having intercourse with another man to groom men into having sex. This is some sick stuff. Sick stuff. Some sick stuff. Let's just go on 50 Cent profile. He's been like super trolling him. He got on here, hidden cameras in every room, his recordings on several celebrities, artists, music labels, executives, athletes engaging in illegal activities. These individuals were recorded without their knowledge and consent. Mr. Cohn possesses compromising footage of every person who's ever attended his freak off parties in his house. Ugh. 50 Cent said, shaking my head, this is going to be so good that what you want to be, I'm going to get these tapes. I'll pay top dollar for them. You've been over there. I don't go to puffy parties. Well, did they say politicians? Is don't have any politicians, label executives, athletes, celebrities. It doesn't say politicians. So I'm not for sure. Here's another.
I live right next to him. He do too much. It be like buses, like big ass buses. You just see all type of shit hop out. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild. I'm his neighbor. When my basketball go over there, I just let it be because I don't want to knock on the door. Yeah, really? Tell him stop bringing all the minors over here late at night.
When my basketball go over, I just let it be.
Right next to him. He do too much. It be like buses, like big ass buses. You just see all type of shit hop out.
They almost got us, man. They almost got us. Almost. I was this close. Hey, I was going to get some tea. I looked out the blind. Yeah. I see them coming. Man, I threw on anything I could find. That's why I got on this. Hey, I ran so fast, I ran past my son when they was asleep. I said, somebody got to live to tell the story. Somebody got to live to tell the story. I told you that. We won't stop. I told you that. We won't stop. They can't catch us up. I told you that. We won't stop. I told you. Power.
Man, we're gonna beat this. You know what I'm saying? Tell Carisha to call me when you talk to him.
TD! Yeah, get them 2 girls right there. Tell them to come to our party later.
That's his drug move, arrested.
Yeah, tell him
This is Diddy Do It, original docuseries. Diddy Do It. 50 Cent is fooling. This is going to break records when this drops. GLG, Green Light Gang, you know the vibes. Diddy do it. That is hilarious. Here is Jay-Z last reported seen waving on Puffy jet. Anybody see Jay? LOL said that ninja ain't answering his phone.
Puffy, you stupid ass nigga. I told you stop fucking with R. Kelly. I said, grab them in the pussy. Don't kidnap the pussy. They raided your shit, I see. I got a courtesy call when they raided my house. You really fucked up, my nigga. Can I get a copy of the Meek Mill sex tape? Please, nigga. Puffy.
You know that was AI, right? That's so stupid.
This is a big change in my life.
50, I got something to cook you. Copy that. Oh.
So anyway, so 50 Cent, he wants the tapes. He wants the tapes of you know what Puffy has and that he's been taping probably over the last 10, 15 years. No telling. Okay. So you guys, that's it. You guys put in the chat. Let me know what you think. You know, that's all we got to talk about today. Hopefully we'll get some more information. John Luna said, now I know that they're not talking about Jose Cruz can't be. Well, when I Google search Jose Cruz, the only person that came up, well, it's actually two individuals came up. One was an old baseball player. He's in his 70s. I don't know if he's still alive anymore. And then this other Jose Cruz, and he's a baseball player, much younger. So might be. I'm not for sure. Might be. Donald said, I always felt Diddy was shady. I guess that is why I never kept up with all this I'm hearing now. Green Line said, if the streets is talking, real as it gets, says Foxy Brown was underage when Jay-Z was dealing with her. Oh yeah, you know what? That is right. She was young. I think she was like 16, 17. These films are so he can relive it too. Wonder if they caught Jake's doing wrong. Well, in the document, it said TD Jakes wasn't doing anything wrong. It just said he wanted him, you know, as an advisor because he knew stuff was going to come out like this. So I guess he wanted to look good in the public eye. Like, I do have a religious advisor. John Luna said one is the father and the other one is son. One probably senior and the other one junior or third, fourth, fifth, or third, fourth, etc. All his sons are named Jose. Okay, that tell me I love my name without saying I love my name. Or tell me I want my son to be named me so nobody would question this is my son without saying this is my son. You name him third, fourth, fifth, just like George Foreman. Anywho, you guys, thank you once again for tuning in. Tomorrow is our 8:30 time in the evening. So it's Friday. So we'll probably keep it fun and light. I'm pretty sure we're going to have something more to discuss about P. Diddy. So I'm sending all my good to you, and I appreciate every single last one of you. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button, okay? Share this with your friends. And I'm sending all my good to you. I will talk to you tomorrow.